Has Rachel Zegler been Meghan Markle? If you hate Rachel Zegler and you don't know why, or you don't have a good reason why, young woman is made a princess but does not look or behave and so is banished from the kingdom. And you know, for that matter, like you hate Meghan Markle and you don't have a good reason why. I know why. The footage hit the internet like a bomb. Grainy, low res, and only a few seconds long. But that's all it took. Because what it seemed to show was something no one expected. Two of the most controversial women in pop culture, Rachel Zegler and Meghan Markle, sitting together at a private rooftop bar in downtown Los Angeles. But I actually think that you can't really recover from a year like this. I don't know where they're going to go. They haven't really set out anything that they're going to do or yet. Don't know. Yeah, exactly. They've got no idea. Yeah, and we see them spending more and more time apart. They still kind of haven't really been seen together. And we see that the brand is crumbling. And we see that they haven't been able to actually understand who they are as a couple. No PR team, no red carpet, just the two of them, laughing, leaning in close, but a bottle of wine between them. And what looked an awful lot like a candlelit date. Within minutes, fan accounts lit up, zoomed in, screenshots, overanalyzed body language. It's all about the fae. It's all about the themes for me. Yo, this is funny. I feel like a lot of times it moves slower because nobody wants to initiate and make that first move, and it's like, fine, I'll do it. How do you decide? You. No, like, yeah. How does that work? Do you guys just sit there and just sit there? Yeah, we're just like, no. Someone has to be like, I'm a B. The person to take charge. Claims that Meghan reached for Rachel's hand and didn't pull away. And before anyone could even confirm if it was real, hashtags were already trending. Zeg, Markle, Hollywood new power couple, and this can't be real. But here's the thing. It might actually be real. Because once you dig into the timing, the setting, and what's been happening in both their lives recently, this isn't just weird. Why can't you just choose to be normal? Why can't you just be normal? Why are you choosing to be gay? And my suggestion to everybody who's ever faced with something like this is asking the person the real question. Why do you want me to choose between happiness, joy, and having potential at a fulfilling life? It's strategic. It's explosive. And depending on who you ask, it might be the biggest PR meltdown or the most chaotic romance that Hollywood's seen in years. Yes, social media is an environment that I think has a lot of that. You know, it's really interesting as I can reflect on it. I keep my distance from it right now just for my own well-being. But the bulk of the abuse that I was experiencing, and you just think about that in you to really wrap your head around why people would be so hateful. It's not catty, it's cruel. Why you would do that? And I think you know, you could either succumb to it or nearly succumb to how painful that is. The original clip that set everything off was barely 10 seconds long, captured by a fan who claimed to be working at the rooftop venue. The video shows two women seated in a tucked-away corner, half shielded by hanging ivy and dim string lights. But viewers weren't focused on the plants. They were focused on the unmistakable profiles, and in this archaic system has tried to control her and say you will do this, you will do that, you will not go here, you will not go there, and she's just said no, I'm not going to live like that. And I think that's where the issue was, cause Meghan would not conform to the rules of the royal household and she wanted to actually have a life. Then that's where the problem started. One of them clearly. Rachel Zegler dressed in a loose vintage style blouse with her signature slicked back hair. The other wearing a muted trench coat and minimal makeup, but with that signature jawline. Employees that fans swear could only belong to Meghan Markle haven't come out. Feels wonderful. Feels wonderful. What would you say to those who are just kind of overly critiquing them? All right. Congrats, Rachel. Good luck. They weren't just eating. They weren't just talking. They were locked in, leaning toward each other, laughing a little too hard. And according to some viewers, Meghan actually brushed her hand over Rachel's wrist when reaching for her wine glass. That tiny gesture alone triggered thousands of tweets. Some called it a classic romantic move. Others insisted it was just friendly. But as more people started recording the clip before it was mysteriously removed, it only fueled the fire. You. Congratulations on all that still. You, sir. Oh, I'm so sorry. Rachel, you got time to find some autographs for us. Rachel. Got you on the way out. And then came the photos. Blurry, yes. But there were 3 still shots shared anonymously on a celebrity gossip forum, showing Meghan and Rachel leaving the venue out the back exit, not separately, together. The uploader claimed they waited 10 minutes after dinner before slipping out, trying to avoid attention, but failed to notice a rideshare driver across the street who recognized them instantly. And that's when the story really exploded. We also forget that we don't know this person. You just had the most magical first date in the world, and you think so much of this person, and this could be it. And you've literally spent 2 hours with someone. You have no idea who they are. You don't know who they are when someone in your family gets sick. You don't know who they are when you show something that you're shameful about that you think someone's going to reject you for. You don't know. Like, you just don't know. Character can only be measured as the average of someone's actions over time. It cannot be gleaned from a couple of hours with someone. What started as an oddly cozy dinner between 2 media magnates turned into an alleged romantic outing. One that had everyone asking the same thing. What exactly is going on between Rachel, Zegler and Meghan Markle? But that wasn't even the strangest part.